Hello, Enid, and welcome to another glorious Monday afternoon. And I have Scott Morris here. He's an assistant city manager, and we are going to have some fun today.
All right, Larissa, let's get to it. This is going to be fun.
So we have a lot of good things happening. We have how do you say
economic development.
Yes, I don't know why I can't say stuff. Anyway, so we have some progresses happening, which I know I'm excited for. One of them is definitely the Texas Roadhouse opening that we have coming up. I think their ribbon cutting is on the 23rd.
Wait, can you smell that?
I can. I have been dreaming.
I smell hot rolls and cinnamon butter from here.
I know.
It's coming soon, people.
And their cactus blossom, I don't think that's what it's called, but it's so good.
So a week from today, I believe, they have a ribbon cutting coming up. Is that right?
Yep.
12 p.m. ribbon cutting over there.
Yeah.
I think they still might be working on some concrete. Last I checked, trying to pour a parking lot over there and getting things ready. But the sign is up. Everything's looking good. So it's going to be great. So there's the ribbon cutting coming up for that. There was a grand opening for another place just this past weekend. I went to the old Hastings, and guess what's there? There's a boot barn that just opened up, and right next to it, Brown's shoe store moved across the street over there. So both excellent places. The parking lots were full over there, and that is amazing when there's that many people shopping in a place. You know, how long was that old Hastings closed? It was closed a long time, and now we've got some new retail development going on in that part of town. So fantastic! A lot of people were there. There were live music in the boot barn. So
that's cool. Who was playing?
Well, actually, he was in my Boy Scout group a while back ago. But Brock Neas was playing, and then he had someone else that was with him. I forget that young man's name, but. Shout out to Brock. It sounded great.
That's awesome. And then we also have the walking trail drainage ditch project that's happening.
There's a lot of infrastructure going on in Enid right now. We're putting in some new infrastructure for drainage behind Rolling Oaks neighborhood. But this is a picture of, I don't know if they're going to bring the picture up on that screen, but over on the walking trail just west of the Cleveland Trailhead, right south of the Meadows, all of that drainage is getting redone, put into concrete. And some of that was really holding water, and there were mosquitoes, and it was just kind of messy and muddy a lot. And so now it's going to be nice and clean concrete. And it's fantastic improvement. So that's going on right now.
But there's a lot of other fun stuff happening too.
Oh, for sure.
So we will definitely keep you informed.
There's some big projects that have just finished up. There's some more that are on the way. Some that we won't necessarily have ribbon cuttings for, but like for instance, right across the street from here on Independence and O&K Garriott, we just finished all of the signals and all of the ADA sidewalks and crossings. So that's all completed on 412 and Independence, right across the street from here. That's finished. Mm-hmm. There's just some really good improvement going on everywhere. They've just finished up the bridge over just to the west of Waller Middle School. There's a bridge on Eisenhower that they are just finishing up. They've just got to add some handrails to them, and then they'll be completed. So that's good. Still working on the intersection of Cogdell and Adolpha. So that's still got some time, probably at least another week to 10 days. I don't know. Am I jumping way ahead on the schedule here?
I don't know. So, are we? Well, here's the boot barn.
I'm just
so that's
I'm
okay.
Just talking about
just throw it out there, and we'll get to it. We'll just get to those images when we get there.
All right.
And so he talked about the boot barn. Hang on. That's wonderful. Oh, there we are.
Yeah, okay. So
this is kind of what you were talking about.
Yeah, this is the Meadows drainage. It's going to take till probably school's out, till the end of May to get that one finished up. East Oklahoma water main That one's still in process, and we'll go through middle of January. So that's going to be excellent. It's going to improve fire flow in the area. They're going to be putting new water meters on all of these, so it'll be a great improvement.
And then we also have some of the closings or closures that have actually been completed on Willow Road and over on Iowa and Monroe.
That's right. And in progress is 10th Street. This is a big, expensive project, but right now they're working on from Garriott to Park on 10th Street, and they've got all that torn out. If you've driven by there recently, you've seen that you can't go up 10th Street there. You have to go around. But they're getting ready to pour concrete there, and then they'll open that intersection up and go from Park up to Main will be the next portion that they're going to be rebuilding. It'll have sidewalks. It's going to be a beautiful and well-needed addition on the east side of Enid.
And then we had the demolition of the Hayes Bridge.
That's right. We're keeping the north-south crossing, so there's still a way to get from that south neighborhood across that bridge to the north neighborhood, and you can continue up to the Cleveland Trailhead, and there's a way to get across there. There's a really nice bridge, pedestrian bridge, that's part of our trail system. If a student is needing to get over towards that elementary school that's over there, so that's the way to go. Right now it's not in the budget or the plans to rebuild that east-west bridge, but it needed to come out because it was dangerous, and we've eliminated that hazard, and we have a good bridge just a little bit further north. So that's the plan for now.
And then we also have, so now we're going to move on to our quality of life.
Okay.
And so one thing that we always talk about is Ask Mason. Ask Mason is a really cool show that you can learn all kinds of really in-depth answers to.
I'm glad that's out there. If you've got a question, you've got an opportunity to ask the mayor, and he picks some questions that are submitted and tries to get them answered.
And you can submit your questions at askmason@enid.org. And then I do know that it's kind of chilly outside, and so the splash pads were projected to be closed today.
That's right. If you go to the splash pad today, you may be disappointed that it's already closed, but it was 40 degrees this morning, so I bet there was no one out standing in line ready to get into the splash pad. But they've ran their course for the season. We're going to give them a rest, and we'll be ready next spring to turn those things back on and let people in the neighborhood enjoy a little cool down.
I know some people enjoy the polar plunge, but I don't necessarily enjoy the cold.
Yeah, no
all.
thanks. No thanks.
No way. And then we also have Celebrate Freedom, the Veterans Week long celebration.
That's right. There's a whole week of a fun-filled activity that's meant to honor veterans in our community. So I can't wait when it gets a little closer. We've gone through the program once before last week, and we'll go through all of the events as we get a little closer. But mark it on your calendar. Starting on that Saturday the 4th, there's a Ride to Remember. There is an exhibit that starts at 4 p.m. at Oakwood Mall. And there's something going on every day of the week during Celebrate Freedom Week, capping it off on Saturday the 11th with a big Veterans Day parade. You're going to miss out if you don't show up to that. This is going to be the first year that Vance Air Force Base is going to do a flyover at the parade. So that hasn't happened in the past, and you'll be missing it if you don't show up. It's going to be a very big, well-done parade with food trucks and all kinds of opportunity to honor those veterans that have gone and served to give us the freedom that we have. So
and then we also have for the Parks and Rec, they're always doing something fun. And so I know one thing that a lot of our residents look forward to is our haunted gym.
That's right. So this is in Champion Gym over on the corner of 10th and Chestnut. So you can go over there. It's at 740 North 10th. They're running that a couple of days, October 27th and 28th, 6 to 9 p.m. It'll be a good idea if you have young ones, to have an adult chaperone with them. So they try to be somewhat family friendly, but it is a haunted gym, so just keep that in mind. They are trying to make it fun, but it is scary. So
that's right, and that's on a Friday and a Saturday. So mark that on your calendars and get ready for some spooktacular fun. You see what I did there? That was kind of spooktacular. Yeah. And so we're going to move into our department updates. And so we always try and advertise and let you know what positions we have available, as those positions are always changing because they're getting filled.
That's right. We've got some good full-time and part-time opportunities for you. The City of Enid is an excellent place to work, so just ask us anytime if you see us out and about. City of Enid is a really great place. So here's some opportunities. Share them with people that you know might be looking. We recruit all over the place. We're out there on Indeed. We're out there in all kinds of platforms, and we're trying to get good people recruited in to make our community a better place for all of us. But if you know someone specifically that needs a job, send them our way. We'll see if we can find a match for them.
Speaking of getting involved, there's also board vacancies that are available as well.
That's right. You can go to enid.org/board application. You can get all of that submitted. It looks like right now we've got about 5 different opportunities to find the right fit there. So find one of those that you're interested in and see if you meet that. Some of them are any interested residents. Some of them have some qualifications, but here is a chance for you to be involved in your community government and fill out an application, and let's get you hooked up and working for the community.
And speaking of getting involved with your community and your city, there's also meetings this week.
That's right. We typically have an MAPC meeting once a month. That meeting's canceled tonight. We just didn't have any agenda items for it. And so no meeting tonight for MAPC. We'll have one for sure in November. And tomorrow is our next group of meetings. Mm-hmm. We have a study session at 5 o'clock. And on that study session, we've got some good fun activities planned. We're going to be talking about the haunted gym. There could be some decorations in the council chamber tomorrow night. I'm just saying, there could be some characters from the haunted gym that come to the study session, so just be prepared. It could be a little ghoulish. And we're going to be talking about the chili cook-off for United Way. Our own City of Enid winner is Mike Williams, and I predict that he will win the citywide United Way chili cook-off contest. So that's here, I think, this week on the 20th. So we'll see if he wins, but I bet he will. I've seen the costume that he's going to wear, and that alone is probably worthy of winning.
Nah.
Just I don't care what the chili tastes like, but it's a good costume. So anyway, so we've got a couple other items for study session. We're going to be talking about our stormwater plan, and we're going to be discussing, should we allow, or how could we allow, or do we want to allow golf carts to be driven on city streets. Then in our regular session, which starts at 6:30, we've got a pretty simple agenda. There's really, if you flip to the next page of that, I don't know if you have the second page on there, but there's not really that many administration items on there. It's mostly consent, so it ought to be a fairly short and sweet meeting. So the next meeting after this will be November the 7th. Will be the next council meeting. So it does start to, just a reminder for everyone, as we get closer to this holiday-rich season that we have coming in November, December, January. We typically have our meetings the first and third Tuesdays of the month, but if there's a Monday holiday on that week that we would have a council meeting, we generally move those to the Thursday of that week. So there's going to be some of that happening in the next 2 or 3 months.
Yep. And then just as a recap of everything that he just said, MAPC was canceled, and so they will reconvene next month, and so that's a once-a-month meeting. And then we also have the commission meeting, which is on Tuesday, and that is at 5, and that is, and you can get that agenda on our website if you want to see that a little closer. And then we also have some apps that we utilize within the city, and one of them is City Connect. And this is a place where you can stay up to date just like you can with See Click Fix. And so if you have any questions, you want more information on how this app can benefit you, then just give us a call, 616-7258, and we'll be more than happy to help you. And I think that's it.
All right. I've enjoyed visiting with you today, Larissa.
Thank you.
It's going to be a great week, and it's going to be a great week for you, Enid. So let's all work together and make our community an even better place. So we need your help as you see things around the city that you can be a part of and help us with. We appreciate your involvement in that, and I think we'll see you again in a few weeks.
Absolutely. Have a good day.